Hello and welcome to the Knicks-Verse. Today we're going to talk about the state of the Knicks right now after 23 games. We're almost a third of the way through the season. The record is 10-13, which is very respectable. Very respectable. It's pretty much what I had hoped where we'd be at. You know, like the fan hope. We're like, oh man, if things go well, if things start clicking, yeah, 10-13. Why not? Well, there was no given. They've had to play hard and claw their way to 10-13. If it weren't for that win Wednesday night, we'd be coming back 9-14. Oh man. And I've seen this happen, where one loss can just spin a whole team out in the wrong direction. You can come back 9-14, and we have a tough battle tomorrow, tough battle Sunday, and come Monday, we could be staring at 9-16. Easily 9-16. Which would be devastating, honestly. That's why that win Wednesday night, it really was a key win, which is kind of hilarious to even consider that was a key win. But it was. And gotta say, the fact that they won it, and Julius Randle, he said it ahead of time. I can't remember which interview it was. It was a pregame or the off day one, where he basically said, there's a must win. There's a must win game. And he delivered, man. He delivered. Jesus, let's see. He scored 27 points, 10 of 20. Oh, the beautiful, beautiful 5 of 7 from the 3 behind the line. Man, I've been waiting for a game like this from Julius for a while, and I could see it coming. He was starting to rediscover his three-point stroke again. He had kind of lost it for a little while. He'd actually had started regressing a bit too, and this was a total, correction game for him. 6 rebounds, which that's down for him. 6 assists. Shot 50% from the field. Played 38 minutes. He was the difference maker. Unfortunately, another difference maker was Elfrid Payton. See this? See this pop blood vessel? That's because of Elf. When he had that first quarter, it was like this crazy thing where, like, oh man, this is great, oh no, this is terrible. I was having like this total schizophrenic attack, because the truth is, we know Elfrid's not going to do this. We know he's going to revert back to his former self, and actually he did revert back in the second half. It took him 20 shots to make 20 points. That's incredibly inefficient. 0 for 2 from the 3. He did have 8 rebounds, only 4 assists. This guy, he played 35 minutes. He played the second most minutes and only had 4 assists. He's the point guard. He has the ball in his hands more than anybody when he's on the court. 4 assists? All right, which is really going to take me to the next point, which is basically what should happen with the Knicks in the next 20-something games. Okay? Tom Thibodeau, this is for you. And I'm sure you're well aware, and I'm sure you have your reasons for why you're doing what you're doing. And honestly, I'm loving what you're doing. I am. You have totally reestablished Knick basketball. We are defensive, for a juggernaut. I think we're still in the top 3 of best defenses in the NBA. The problem is the offense. You can hold a team down, but if you don't put up points on your end, it's gonna be ugly. And that's basically what it is. That's why we're 10-13. We could easily be 13-10 if we actually made some shots. And in key moments, should we say. I'm going to talk about the starting lineup. Now, of course, everybody wants Quickley to start. Everybody wants. I mean, any Knicks fan who's, I mean, well, there are a few outliers. Knicks fan 63. But to the rest of us, here's the example. Okay, the last 10 games, the 5-man rotations: Bullock, Randall, Robinson, Barrett, and Alfred. In the last 10 games have played 136 minutes together. Offensive rating is 107.0. You know, it's not atrocious, but definitely nothing to, do any backflips about. The defensive rating, 100.4. Now that is pretty spectacular. Net rating, 6.6. That's decent. That's great. I mean, that amounted to basically a decent record. The problem is the pace. The pace is dying, and it's not letting us exploit our advantages, which is our youth. If we were to start Quickley in place of Elfrid Payton, this is what would happen. The offensive rating would go from 107 to 115.2. Now you'd say, oh, no, but what about the defense? Quickley doesn't play good D. The defensive rating is 80.6 for a net rating of 34.6. Yeah, that's a 28-point swing. You know how many wins that would account for? Now, of course, that's only a total of 16 minutes that starting lineup has been together. The next closest is Burks instead of Bullock with the same lineup in Payton. So Burks, Payton, Randall, Robinson, Barrett. 68 minutes they played together. Offensive rating was 102.2. The defense just craters. I mean, it's a 113.9 for a net rating of 11.6, negative 11.6. You're not going to win. Not going to win. And the pace slows to 95.34. The pace with Quickley starting with Bullock is 105.93. So honestly, it speeds up the pace. And shooting increases. The game flow improves. There's better floor spacing for Randall and Barrett to work with, and even for Bullock as well. Bullock gets those, those wide open threes behind the line, and Randall's been doing a good job of trying to find Bullock. The problem is that, with Payton on the floor, defenses can sag off him, so jams it all up. The next thing, what we got to do, when you look at what's the difference between wins and losses with this team? I'm only looking at the last 10 games. In the last 10 games, the Knicks are 5-5. Okay, they're shooting from the three 34.7%. That's what they're shooting. In the 5 wins, they're shooting 37.4. In the 5 losses, they're shooting 32.1. Everything else is pretty much the same. Nothing else is different. Field goal percentage, yeah, it goes up a little bit, 45.2 from 43.4. But same amount of field goals made, 37.8. Same with the defense, the rebounding. Actually, the rebounding goes up in the wins, about 4 extra rebounds a game. Assists about the same. Actually, turnovers do go up a little bit, which is to be expected because the pace is a little increased. More blocks, more steals. But the plus minus in the 5 wins, 15.4 plus. In the losses, minus 9.6. That is a swing of, 25 points. Wow. So the math tells us we need more three-point shooting. Kind of simple. Everybody knows this stuff. Where are we going to get it from? We are going to get it from, number one, having Elf come off the bench, starting quickly in the game. It's going to help the team get into a better flow right away. It's going to have more open shot. The floor spacing is going to be better. It's going to help Barrett. You know, I'm not going to go into exactly all the details, exactly why it's going to help everybody, because we all know. The difference is that when you get off to a good start, it just creates a situation. When players start seeing shots drop, it creates confidence. It just helps other players. So if we start quickly and you see him do a couple of floaters, they drop a couple of those threes that he does, they drop. Everyone else starts relaxing. The difference, but what we have now is we have Peyton, who he comes out and he tries to drive to the lane. He misses the bucket. He doesn't see the open guy in the corner. He turns it over. He forces it over to Randall, and now Randall's all jammed up because there's, you know. So now I understand Thibs' rationale. He helps me control the game. Peyton helps Thibs control the game. That's what he thinks. The problem is that it's coming at a severe price, and it's momentum and shot confidence. It puts a lot of pressure on the other players on the court to deliver if Peyton's on the court with them. We just see it, and it's just the reality of it. So Quickley has to start. However, the first guy off the bench is not going to be Alfred Payton. The way we have now, Quickley comes in for Alfred. No. First guy off the bench has to be Obi. Yeah. And he's going to come off the bench for Mitch. Yep. We're going to go with Randall as the center. That lineup will be the most potent lineup we can put out there. Small ball. The pace is going to be fast. It's going to speed up. Obi, he started connecting a few shots. What was that? No. Oh, man. That was annoying. Alright, I have to cut that out. Okay. That what happened? Oh, I lost my Wi-Fi. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna pause. Come back.